All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're reviewing the Valaverse Action Force Swarm Tracer. All right, so first things first, let me clean up my immediate area. Let's get started. So right off the bat, we have this nice, cool, translucent green, which I was able to read in the description before buying. It glows in the dark, which is, for me, the selling point of this action figure. Just to give you a little taste, I'm gonna hit it with my little UV flashlight. It might not be a big change, but you can kind of see. You can kind of see the how it absorbs the blue light. You can see a little bit, not too much, but we'll get into that as the review continues. So here we go. We're gonna get into the articulation of the arms. A little bit of a obstacle with the shoulder pad there. You can't get a perfect T-pose only if you twist the arm backwards, and then the bicep swivel, you bring it up to get that perfect angle, kind of like this one here, just like that. But there is a butterfly joint, and there's a shoulder piece that bumps into the actual bicep, and you can see right there is where it stops. Not the worst defect. I mean, it's not a defect, it's the way the action figure was built, but in my opinion it's not the worst. But there's a nice little butterfly joint in there. You get nice range of motion, right? Very typical for Valaverse. Can't go wrong with these. And we're gonna move on to the upper torso. As you can see, there's a chest piece that doesn't hinder any articulation, so we can get all kinds of free movement, back, forward, side to side. We're gonna make him hit the matrix, you know, when you're dodging some bullets in slow motion. There you go. Not a bad looking figure. I actually regret not getting more, but if my money looks right this upcoming week, I should be getting some more. It looks good as an army builder. When you have more than one, it looks pretty sick when you put them together. And there's the knife. And another fun thing, here's the thigh swivel. Nice little thigh cut to allow more range of motion. The legs do hit a full split. Ankle articulation. There's a small boot overlay that kind of stops it from moving left to right, but you can kind of force it, I guess, and get that perfect pose when you have him on a, you know, dynamic pose where he's like landing or like running, what have you, where that extra part might hinder the articulation. But he can look up that far, he can look down that much. Very little head tilt. And a fun thing I was about to say before I interrupted my own self, all the weapons are molded in that green translucent glow in the dark plastic. So you know what that means? The weapons and accessories all glow in the dark too. That's right. Everything from the pistol, the knife, his rifle, what else? Oh, the stand, everything that it comes with is translucent green. So definitely fun. I'm actually surprised. There's the other head sculpt. I'm surprised that Valaverse thought of this. It's actually something new, honestly, if we're being honest. There's not many action figures being molded with this glow-in-the-dark green. You know, you get 3 different head sculpts. That's from the Valaverse Scarabs. The other one is from the Swarm. Forgot the name of it, but each head is from a different action figure. But in this figure, you get 3 heads in one for one body. And we just showed the fist hands. Here are the item holding hands. Here we have the kind of cupped hands where you can hold the weapon from underneath, or just whatever you can find use for those hands. I like to use those for weapons. Here's the translucent green weapon. And I think this weapon has been very common for use when they're setting out for the swarm horde or anything swarm related. That's the weapon that I constantly see Action Force using. There's the shield in that cool honeycomb pattern. His flight pack with glow-in-the-dark green wings. They are articulated. They only there's some kind of like a ratchet mechanism. They do go up and down. There is no ball joint action, unfortunately. And you can see how well it fits. And he looks so good. You know, something like a glow-in-the-dark beetle or something. That looks so sick. And there's the action stand in the glow-in-the-dark green. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and showcase this figure with the lights off and with the black light activated. All right, here we go. We're gonna turn the lights off, and boom. Now, as you can see, I didn't charge it as much. Oops. I didn't load up the blue light on it for too long, but you can already tell if you sit this action figure well enough time under the blue light, you're gonna get some good effects. You know, the glow might last longer. As you can see, I'm just scanning through it just to make sure I get every part. That way it can glow evenly. Get the rifle, the wings, the legs, the belt, everything. And look at that. Again, this is with the lights completely off. I'm literally sitting there like a weirdo in the dark. Gonna load up the eyes just to make sure that we can see them. Look at that. And right now I'm charging up the accessories so you guys can see what it looks like with glow-in-the-dark effect. There's the action stand. Look at how dope that looks, man. Bro, that looks so sick. I have a thing for glow-in-the-dark things. I think I still have a glow-in-the-dark phone case. There's the shield. But yeah, man, anything glow-in-the-dark, I think I'm fascinated by it. It's so weird, but I like it. This glow-in-the-dark action figure might not be for everyone, but if it is definitely something you want to pick up. And there's the extra head with the glow-in-the-dark. The scarab head. And if I remember correctly, this is the Swarm Horde head sculpt. And we're just going to blast this thing with one last charge of blue light just to get that, you know. Look at that. So dope. All right. Now at this time, I don't have many action figures to display and do a size comparison, but I will compare it to the other Swarm action figures. So here is the Valaverse Action Force. I believe it's the Swarm Trooper. The original, kind of like a bumblebee, wasp-looking character. Now this is just a repaint. And you can see the original is the yellow one. The one that came second was the red one. And now we have the glow-in-the-dark green. And you can see, again, a lot of similarities. Only thing that changes is the paint applications. And of course, you know. But the way Valaverse does these repaints, I think it works because you're not getting the exact... I don't know, they just do it right. It's something about their repaint. It looks great. It looks awesome. They contrast everything very well. I think that's what I like the most. But here they are, and these figures do stand just about 6 inches, a little less than a half. These are 6-inch figures, 1/12 scale. If you are into collecting 6-inch action figures, then I suggest you give Valaverse a look. If you're into military, army builders, what have you, these action figures are definitely a good pick. And I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you stick around. I will be showcasing more of my action figures, so we'll see you next time.